Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Entre Mike, back with the Entre Short for Entrepreneur. And in this video today, we're going to be going over our DAT1 load board search request for Hotshot trucking. So if you guys are interested in seeing the search results in your city and state, make sure before the video starts, you drop down your city and state, and we'll be able to review those in the next video. And here's a hint: if you subscribe to the channel, you'll probably get yours. I can see who subscribed to the channel or not, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel before dropping down your request. So let's go ahead and search into some loads, right? We're starting off with the infamous Atlanta, Georgia. Somebody's always asking for something pretty close to Atlanta, so we're going to start in Atlanta with the highest rate per mile. Highest rate per mile right now is coming out of Kennesaw, Georgia to Newark, Delaware. Wow, flatbed Hotshot alone, that's actually decent. Ryan Transportation. Shout out to RTS. If you guys are looking for factoring, I'm actually a partner with RTS, so check the link in the description. They also got high paying freight that if you're a new venture, you can have access to them if you choose them to be your factoring company, right? Shout out to my boy Darius out there in Atlanta. All right, let's get back into the video. It doesn't say how long this is. I would guess it's less than 40 feet or around 40 feet, and it's paying a whopping $4.31 per mile. Insanity. RTS is not a scamming company. They're one of the biggest freight brokerages, let alone one of the biggest factoring companies out there. So make sure if you guys want access again to this load board too, DAT1, it will be a 10% off link in the description that you guys can check in the link tree in the description or the comment section, right? All right, next one is going from Alpharetta to Hilton Head Island, I guess, South Carolina. 18 feet pounds, steel decking, needs tarp. Still a solid rate from Landstar, $2.72 a mile for a flatbed Hotshot. I'm already liking this video already. We went over spot markets in an earlier video this week, just a spot market update. And I saw that the flatbed rates were the highest in the Southeast, and I was surprised. But now that I'm actually looking at the lows, it looks like it's checking out. Let's see what the highest rate is coming out of Georgia. $4,200 going from Pell City, Alabama to Rockland, California. And I will say this that I've noticed while actually doing insurance too. I've noticed that it's more people, like it's higher than to get into cargo van, sprinter van work or dry freight with like trucks. But there's not a lot of guys who are looking to do hotshot trucking. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is to say there may not be a lot of competition for 40-foot hots right now while the rates are trickling up. This is kind of your guys' up into the fall before you got to tarp every damn thing. So keep that in mind if you guys are researching this. Probably not a lot of competition, and that's why these rates are higher. Next one, Athens, Georgia to Sioux City, Iowa. No tarp, pick up to 3, deliver 8 to 3, 1,240 miles for 26, basically about a little over $2 a mile. You can't beat that. ATS is a pretty legit company too. I ran a lot of freight with them. All right, let's go ahead and get into the next search request. Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, let's go to the highest rate per mile. We got Elkhart, Indiana going to Fenton, Missouri at $3 a mile. Curated Logistics, never heard of them, but they got a good days to pay. So they got it pretty legit. Looks like a 40-foot, oh no, it's not a 40-foot container, it's 40 foot of generators. It's probably not even 40 feet to be honest. It's 10,000 pounds, don't get me wrong, but it's probably not 40 feet. So $3.02 a mile to go down to Missouri. Not the worst market in the world, but it's also getting away from good paying freight. Still technically the Midwest, so not bad. Forest View, Illinois to La Crosse at La Crosse, Wisconsin. 2 empty 20-foot storage. You need 4 pieces of dunnage. If you're not, no dispatching service, no progressive. Progressive is tough. If you're not hip what dunnage is, right? Dunnage is just wood. You know, not wood, but 8 feet, 4x4 that you put on your trailer to make it to where a forklift can get under and lift it up. Because not all of the freight that you haul will be palletized, so you'll have to have something to keep the freight lifted off of the trailer. Next view, oh my bad. Highest paying rate per mile is Forest View, Illinois to Spooner, Wisconsin. High cube container, hot shot or step deck only. No Landstar, no dispatching services, no progressive. They're really big on no progressive. And the highest rate is coming from Forest View, Illinois to Alexander, North Dakota. Call text Nix, must be a 40-foot hotshot. So I hope you guys are realizing how much freight on the load board we've already reviewed today, where being a 40-foot minimum hotshot is a requirement to haul freight. It isn't that when you pick up as you're gonna realize a lot of this freight is not 40 feet long, but they're requiring that you're 40 feet long in order to get the freight. So just keep in mind, that's why I always say you need a 40-foot hot shot. Take it with a grain of salt. If you want to get a 35 plus 5, or I mean a 30 plus 5 or a 25 plus, you know, they're requiring 40-foot hot shots for this freight. Let's check this out. Highest rate we got Texas to Montrose, PA. What we got? That's insane. That's actually insane. 1 mile to go from Texas to PA. I would take this load in a heartbeat if there's nothing crazy about it. You got to watch out for these loads because you'll call and they'll be like, oh yeah, it's 9 feet wide, by the way. That's why it's paying so well. But who knows? It may just be a good paying load. We are in and around the peak season for hot shots and open deck freight in general. So you got Paradise, Texas. Is that same load? Yeah. But then, and this is just highest rate. Go to the highest rate per mile. Same thing. The longest distance, or one of the longest distances, is the highest rate per mile. That's just ridiculous. Let's go to the next one. Dallas, Texas to Midland, Texas. No tarp, construction and power equipment. 23 feet, 7,900 pounds for $237 a mile. That is solid coming out of Dallas, Texas. Rome, Texas to Durango, Colorado. Requested equipment, 40-foot hot shot. Hot shot needs tarps. What it might say? Requested equipment, 40 feet hot shot. I'm that into you guys' brain if you're a new venture, just so you can understand. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm being dead serious that you need a 40-foot hot shot minimum if you really want to maximize profit potential. All right, now we got Orlando, Florida. For some reason, every single video guys want to see the Florida market. You guys are curious. I got a lot of Florida subscribers. I'm gonna be honest, it's not the best paying freight coming out of Florida. We do got $1.92 though, going from Sarasota, Florida to Gadsden, Alabama. Usually the highest paying freight Florida is gonna be super close to Florida or within Florida. This is actually good that you guys stepping up to Perry, Georgia. This is Middle GA, Lexington, South Carolina. These are good freights to just get out of Florida. But what I used to do when I went to Florida is just deadhead out of it. So let's say if I lived in Orlando, my Monday would be consisting of either finding just money to kind of get up to the Atlanta area or middle. I would literally just deadhead to Atlanta. And I know plenty of guys who told me that's literally their method. Like on Sunday or Monday, I'm literally just deadheading to it and I get my first piece of freight out of there. But you guys do get really good back off due to it not, you know, it's just a high rate per mile. Of course, not much coming out. So it's just kind of expected. And the highest rate coming $1,800. They go from Largo, Florida to Peabody, Massachusetts. So much, $1.26. 2011 Ford E450. I guess they meant F450. Flatbed operable. Ask for Benjamin for more information. All right. So the next highest paying rate from Jacksonville to Midland, Texas, $1.28. Needs mega ramps, 20 feet by 7 feet by 9.25. So this is lengths times width times height, and they expect $1.28. Yeah, that's highly negotiable. All right, but that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys put down your search requests, and like I said, it's a hint. If you're subscribed to the channel, you're more than likely gonna request before the guys who are not. Regardless, thank you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.